Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome and thank you so very much for joining me. This is week 3 of Bourbon Creek Crafts Crafty Christmas Collab. We make a project each week with the same paper and share it with you. And we roll those videos out on Wednesday. Last week I made a journal, and the week before I made some cards. I asked you to help me choose for this week, but you didn't, so I kind of went crazy. And next week, I'm thinking I'll make cards. I made 2 projects this week, actually, but let me share this first one with you and see how we are for time, and you might not get to see the second one. We'll see. I did something I've never done before. I had some of these Child Life magazines. Do you remember these? I think the name changed if you're younger, but these were like magazines in the doctor's office, I think, or sometimes at school if you were lucky enough. And they have some articles, they have some games and some jokes. This one has Christmas all over the cover, and it's from 1970, and somebody's written on the cover and marked it up a little, and I think that's okay. And then I kind of junk journaled in it a little bit. So what I did was I opened it up and I started looking at what would be fun to read during the holiday season when you're sitting around, or Christmas morning when you open your stocking. So I left the gift wrapping part uncovered, and I left the 1970 table of contents uncovered. And there's an article or a story in here, Colin's Christmas Candle. I left that. And then I put a hat on Colin. And this page, I put some paper on and a tea-dyed piece of paper to write on, and a tag that could be written on the back or just be cute, and embellished the pocket a little bit down here. You have some glitter and some sparkle in your day. Then some of the pages, if the color schemes were not very Christmassy, I covered them up, but these are letters from near and far and make-its, little Christmas craft ideas that I thought were fun. This is a story about Grandma Moses and her art, and a story about the menorah. Then you turn the page and I have another page that I embellished. I have this piece of tea-dyed paper in here and a tag with another tag on it, and the back is blank so you can write. And I've put some sparklies and a Noel on there. Just a fun way to have a book that you could write in, write notes about the day, journal in. Here's an envelope with another tag, and this is one of those clear acrylic tags, and a pocket, and another place to journal. So not a December daily, but maybe, I don't know, if you're sitting around playing cards with your family, you could keep the scores in it, or you could journal a little. Look at this, just a little embellishment cluster that I put together with a puffy sticker and a bunch of layers. I like this page, The Gift from Uncle Louie. I didn't read these stories, so forgive me if there's something in them that's not PC, hasn't stood the test of time. I didn't read the whole entire magazine. Then here I have a little pocket that says, "'Tis the season to be jolly," and I put a flag in it and a do not open till December 25th. And then the back is blank for journaling. So it's a neat decoration on the page, but really it's meant for journaling. And I have paper here. This was bright white paper that I tore, and I inked the edges with vintage photo and then tore it so that I didn't cover up Santa's head. And this is green and purple. I did cover up quite a bit of green and purple in this, but I tried to, if a story started, I tried to show the end of it. So if you get sucked into something, another story. Then this one is a hidden picture, so I left that uncovered, fun for the family. And I put stickles on Santa. I had a little trouble with my stickles. They got away from me, so there's some sparkle on that page too. And then this one, I have a embellishment cluster here that says "All Hearts Come Home for Christmas," and a gingerbread man, and a little embellishment or a little tag in the pocket for journaling, and one of those little, what are they called? You know, I don't know. Maze, there we go. And I just put a little tag up there at the top. Here I glued some fun decorations on, and I put a tuck spot. The dot to dot was already done, so I just thought it would be okay to cover it up partially. And there's a Christmas color in, igloos are for tourists. Somebody else colored that and I left it. And then the rest of that story, and that's it. I thought this would be super fun in someone's stocking for Christmas morning. And maybe I'm way off base. It won't curl really well, so it might have to go in a box or just sitting out under the tree. I don't know. I just thought it would be fun, and it's really vintage, so whenever you see one of these, it reminds you. Somebody will look at this and say, oh, I remember those magazines. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on Etsy, and if I'm wrong and nobody likes it, well, then I learned from it and I'll play with it. But I just thought it would be a fun. I like to put magazines in stockings or things to kind of entertain you and flip through, and conversation starters for Christmas Day. And I don't think you can beat this one. You can't go to the newsstand today and buy something that's going to top this. My friend Andrea has a stocking so big that this would fit in it. I don't know about the rest of us. And you could bend it more. I just don't want to. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure and check out the other collaborators. I did make another journal with a shaker, but I don't want my video to be really long because I want you to go check out the other collaborators and see what they made too. You might get amazing ideas for your holiday projects. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.